What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Daniel. Today I want to talk about some challenges I've been facing on simmer retention. I just want to talk to y'all about them. I want y'all to get my honest opinion, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I want to talk about, women and retention because it's a lot of mental challenges I've been dealing with. We can start off from the beginning. It's a feeling of lack. It's a feeling of lack with being on retention, not having sex. It's a feeling of lack and missing out. But I know that anything you search for in this world and somebody else is already inside of you. I know that, okay? Anything you want from somebody else that you want them to give you, you already have inside of you. I already know that what I'm searching for in these pretty women, I have inside of me. And one thing that I've been using to keep me focused, to keep me focused on school, college, keep me focused on my college athletic career and track, is I'm doing this for God, and it sounds cliche, but I tell myself this a lot of times during the daytime. Whenever I find myself struggling at night or in the daytime, I say I'm doing this for God. And this whole point of me being on simmer retention is simply for God. I'm doing this so that I could be a light, so that I could be, a face of change, so I could be a role model, so I could portray out into the world what I want the world to become. And it's not easy. When I say I'm doing it for God, it's not easy when you see a pretty woman that, perfect height, nice body, pretty face, nice drip. You see all that and I want to pursue it. But a couple things happen, I remember whatever I'm looking for in her, I already have inside of myself. Whatever you're looking for in any woman, you have inside of yourself. Another thing, me personally, I've talked to and dated a lot of women in my 19 years. Maybe less than you, who knows? But I realized that, having women in your life isn't as simple as having them in your life. Everybody brings baggage with them, especially when you're pursuing them for the wrong reason. If you're pursuing them for sexual interest and you're half decent looking or you're not half decent looking. When you're pursuing them for sexual interest, you have to understand from a vibrational perspective, when we're talking about vibrations, you are at a higher vibration than most men on retention, okay? You're lowering your vibration. You're coming at it from a lower realm perspective when you're coming at it from a sexual perspective. That's an animalistic perspective. And that's where I've been coming at it from. But I know that the only way you find, prosperous relationships with women and men is by coming at it from a higher perspective, a higher vibrational perspective. Sex is lower vibrational, it's an animalistic thing, but the goal is to come at it from a person-to-person perspective. The goal is to stop looking at women as sexual objects and to look at them as people. The same is with men. I look at men as either losers or competition. And I'm trying to change that because there is no such thing as a loser man, okay? Every man has his time to shine. Every man has his strengths and weaknesses, even me. I could look at myself as being better than you or worse than you off my achievements. But at the end of the day, we all breathe the same air. We're all going to die. And another thing, we all feel the same emotions. That pretty lady feels sad every once in a while. She gets angry. She feels less than. Same goes for you. You feel the same emotions that this loser over here might feel. You are not above being human, No matter how far you go in life, no matter how many achievements you get, you are still going to be human and you will never escape the human emotions, the human patterns, And I'm coming at y'all to tell y'all this because I don't know how many of y'all are lost right now when y'all see something that y'all want and y'all trying to find a way to achieve it. Y'all trying to find this or that. Stop. Do what I just did. I sat here. I meditated. I thought about my actions. I thought about how I felt. I thought about the right decision to take. And sometimes the right decision to take is to look within yourself for the answers. That's what I do often. I look within myself for the answers. Instead of trying to look for a YouTube video, instead of trying to put it off, or instead of trying to do all these different things, sometimes you need to sit down and look within yourself for the answers, because God may give you the answers if you just slow down and think about it. Or in my case, in meditation, stop thinking about it and just ground yourself in the moment and realize it's bigger things in this world, you know. A lot of reason that I've been able to win in life is because I'm just more hungry than people. You know, I want it more than people, and I have more drive, whether that's from semen retention or whether that's from my childhood. You know, growing up without a father, growing up, you know, being the underdog in sports, you know, growing up being the youngest child. All these different things have been motivation to make me want to become my best version of myself, whether we're talking about sports, life. And I've had this feeling, you know, many times in the past couple of years. You know, it's a feeling of, I feel like I'm so great and that I should be pursued or I should be worshipped. But this feeling of being pursued and worshipped is just me trying to seek validation. Okay? Understand that. Things can look one way, but what they really are is a whole different thing, you know? If you want validation, that's fine. Every human being, to an extent, wants validation from other people. But seeking it, you know, it's not always the best thing to do, because remember, whatever you choose to search from other people, you have within yourself. Look within yourself first. I promise you will be there. I promise you will be there. You know, you are enough, and the validation you're seeking, you don't need. Because the second you rely on other people's validation to make you feel good, you know, you're at their mercy. You know, you do good, you feel good. You do bad, you get bad reactions, and you know, guess what happens? They're able to put you down. Even though inside of you, you have it within you that you are enough. So I just want all y'all to remember, no matter what anybody tells you, you know what kind of work you put in. And the honest God relationship is really between you and God and yourself. It's like a three-way triangle. It's between you and yourself, and you and God, okay? When I say God, I mean more like your higher self, you know, or your religious faith, or your morals, or the farther you get on retention, you start to realize that God is within you, and God was always one with you. You and God are one. But the farther we go into the matrix, the farther we go away from ourselves, our true, you know, actions, our true character, the more we follow the pack, the more we, you know, chase validation. We chase this, we chase that, you know, we run around the world lost. We forget that, you know, we forget that we are one with God. God is always with us in our mind, in our soul. We always have the answers with us. There's no reason to seek everything in external places, you know. Even with me, don't seek it in me. Seek it within yourself. I'm here to remind you. I'm here to just remind you that it's within you. The answers for you aren't the same for me, because we're in different places in our life. Another thing, don't compare yourself to no one, you know, because you all on your own journey, you know. I honestly believe that the right woman will come in my life at the right time, you know. Divine timing is real. And the more you're able to be by yourself, the more you work on yourself, the higher your vibration will become, the more you will become a stronger man or a stronger woman. And the stronger you become, guess what? That will attract someone that is at that same level, and y'all can grow together. Knowing that you all are enough individually, and together you only become stronger. Okay? Love y'all. That's all I got for today, man. If you like my video, like it, comment, and subscribe.